Well guys, on to the next one, and we're going to be doing Prague, which is a track that's crap in the same way that Bernese Alps is crap. So, apologies if it turns out to be just that crap, but I will try my best to drive it as aggressively as I can. It is just a crap track. But, you know, Turn 10, they just can't make tracks, they're not very good at it. It's unfortunate. And some people say that Maple Valley was a great track, but that wasn't that good either. It's similar to Bernese Alps and Prague in that they've just got loads and loads of really big, massive, long, sweeping corners. I mean, what's the fun in that? The fun, do you know what makes Laguna Seca so great? The fact that it has the corkscrew, and its other corners are pretty good as well, but the corkscrew makes Laguna Seca legendary, because it's a tight, crazy corner that takes skill to get it right. But just a big, long, sweeping corner, that's just boring. That's not fun. That's not skillful. Anyway, it's unfortunate that in that last lobby, you know, it's just what happens sometimes when you go through that. I came through that really fast corner at Laguna Seca, and you can very, very easily spin out there, especially when you're using 900 degrees like me, and also no traction control or stability management or anything like that. So it's very, very easy to make that mistake, and it's just unfortunate that happened, but hopefully I can make up for it. Make up for it. And my force feedback's gone. Okay. Yeah, my force feedback's completely gone, so we're going to be racing here. That corner there is terrible. I hate that corner. Okay, so basically, right now I can't feel any of the bumps in the road. My wheel is completely limp right now. Fortunately, I can feel the edge of grip in the tyres, so I'm still getting resistance feedback from the wheels of the car. Like, it wants to pull back to the centre of the wheel. Testarossas all over the place. I know he's right on my inside. He's blocking. And we're past. But one thing that my wheel does when it's doing this weird force feedback thing is it tends to pull to the left a little bit for some reason, which is what it's doing right now. I think basically when it gets the message that it should be doing something to do with a bump in the road or a rumble strip or something like that, whenever I hit one of those, it pulls to the left. I don't actually feel it, it just pulls to the left. But I've got to just make do with it. And when the lobby's up, I'll reset it. See if I can fix it. Touch that rumble strip on the outside there. Nearly spun me out. I don't know if we can catch up to the people in front, because I think they're in I think one of them's the guy in the Expo. Whoops. And the other guy is in a Caterham R500 probably. This track is probably excellent in those cars. especially compared to my one. You know, when I first played this game, I thought that this track was going to be great because it was in the city and everything. I thought it was going to be really tight, just because of the fact it was in an old European city. But boy, was I wrong. This is the best bit right here. That chicane there. That's the best bit in this whole track. I mean, look how wide the track is here. Look how wide it is. And for what? Why? What track is that wide? It's ridiculous. And what city's pavements are like rumble strips? Look at this, look. Up the side here. Whoa! And all you have to do is touch it and it spins your car out. Man. Oh no, look at that lag. See that, guys? You see how my game's slowed down? That's what happens when you lag on this game. Because it's a dedicated servers. Basically, if you lag, then your game slows down because you don't keep up with everyone else. And then once you get a solid connection back, usually it speeds your game up to catch up with everyone else. And not long ago they released a patch which fixed a lot of people had this problem, including myself. I had a problem where I was always laggy. Every single game I went into on this, car just lifted up then because it hit a rumble strip. But yeah, I was getting this thing where the game was just laggy every time I went into a lobby. And it was terrible, like, it would slow down, it would look awful, and then it would speed up drastically, all of a sudden, just to catch up with real time. Touch that rumble strip again. Luckily, we styled it out, kept it going. Is that second place in front of us? Might well be. But yeah, I suffered from that problem until recently. I think they released a Xbox Live update actually, which updated the servers, and I think Forza released an update with that, and now I have a much better connection. Smooth as silk most of the time. In fact, it's better than Forza 4, this now. Because it was user-hosted lobbies on Forza 4, much like Call of Duty was, if you're familiar with that. Basically, if the host didn't have a good connection, which it could sometimes, then everyone's connection was terrible. And you get things like people not being able to connect and things like that. And it was just awful. And now they've got dedicated servers and it's great now that they've fixed them. Wow, I just did exactly the same thing as him. Wow, what? Why would you do that? Oh, what a terrible race. Nice. And Prague has delivered a crap race. Much like I thought it would. Oh well, I got to talk to you guys for a little bit, so that was alright. But yeah, on to the next one. Next one will be the last one, I think. I haven't actually been counting where I'm up to. So yeah, I'll just make the next one the last one, because I've got to go soon anyway. Got to go for my lunch. Yeah.